Well, hello, St Margaret's. Hello, anyone who's tuning in. I'm Tim. I lead St Margaret's Church, and I wanted to check in with you as I've just been writing my small piece for the newsletter that's coming out soon. And I've been thinking a lot about the last month and what an extraordinary few weeks it has been. We are now in day 5 of lockdown due to this global pandemic, COVID-19. And people are understandably fearful for vulnerable relatives, fearful for their jobs, fearful about the economy. And judging by the long queues of bemasked shoppers outside the supermarkets, fear has taken a hold on the community. Until yesterday, I've been managing my fear quite well, I think. I've been busying myself, occupying myself so I don't think too much about it, trying to work out how to do church services in a new way, getting to grips with new technology. It's as if I've suddenly been given a new job which requires a new skill set which I only partially possess. You might have noticed I haven't had a day off for a couple of weeks. And so yesterday I took one. I wanted to spend some time with my family and just take a breather and reflect on what's going on. Sadly, this was tainted by the news that a friend's dad in the UK had been on a ventilator for a few days, sadly died. I felt a deep sense of grief and sadness for him, and also a sense of dread of what is coming. Fear can be debilitating. Now, someone asked me recently, what's the church saying about coronavirus? Well, it's interesting, isn't it, that previously voluble church leaders who had so much to say under normal circumstances in national crisis have gone quiet. There are no easy answers to this crisis. Anglican Bishop Tom Wright says this: "No doubt the usual silly suspects will tell us why God is doing this to us. A punishment, a warning, a sign. These are all knee-jerk reactions, or would-be Christian reactions in a culture which generations back embraced rationalism. Everything must have an explanation. But supposing it doesn't. If you're looking for reasons why, types of answers, then don't look to the church. Christianity is not here to explain everything that is going on, but rather to bring hope and peace where there is despair and confusion. Faith conquers fear. Faith means trusting in a God who loves the world, who cares for the world, who weeps, who cries with the world. God suffers with us. Christ suffered for us. God doesn't promise easy or a virus-free life. Instead, he promises to remain with us whatever happens. We shall always have a friend by our side. Psalm 23, you'll know it. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Tom Wright says we should look to the Psalms to revive the biblical tradition of lament. And what better season to do this? In Lent. Lament in Lent sort of has a ring to it, doesn't it? Tom Wright says the mystery of the biblical story is that God also laments. As we continue with our Lent course here at St Margaret's on the work and power of the Holy Spirit, it is worth taking notice that the Spirit mourns, the Spirit grieves, and the Spirit laments with us. He is the one who comes alongside. He comes alongside us. Parakletos. In Romans 8, Paul tells us that as we groan inwardly with the whole of creation, the Holy Spirit groans with us. He adds, in this hope we are saved. Isaiah 41 and 43 says this, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by name. You are mine. Isn't that wonderful news? It's not some kind of generic promise. This is a promise for you. He knows you by name. When I was a child, my dear old mum, she used to encourage me by quoting Joshua. Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God is with you wherever you go, wherever you are, in whatever circumstances you find yourself. He is there with you. As we approach the unknown, all we can do is to hold on to what we know about God's love and God's goodness, and trust that there is hope, even if we don't fully understand. That is the promise of the Bible. Hold to it, stick to it like glue, as God sticks to us like glue. Good to see you. I hope it's been good for you as it's been for me, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye.